everyone. As promised, I am bringing you my lab test results. I went to Kaiser on October 25th and had my blood work drawn, and I'm going to present the results to you in this video. So the first test, I'll be reading because I need my reading glasses to read, so forgive me for not looking at the camera the whole time. So the first lab test result is the alanine aminotransferase, which means ALT. And what ALT does is it measures the amount, well, the blood test measures the amount of the enzyme ALT in the blood. ALT is found mainly in the liver. When the ALT levels are higher than normal, it can mean that the liver is damaged or diseased. So my ALT test results, well, first let me tell you the normal range is 0 to 41 units per liter. And my range was a 9, so I'm in the normal range. So the next lab test result is the creatinine. And the creatinine and creatinine clearance test, which measures the level of waste product, creatinine, in the blood and urine. These tests show how well the kidneys are working. When the kidneys are not working well, they can't filter creatinine from the blood, so the level of creatinine goes up. So my test results for creatinine, the normal range is less than 1.11 milligrams per deciliter, and my range was 0.79, so that's in the normal range. There's also another indicator, which is the estimated glomerular filtration rate, which is they use it. Well, actually, it helps the doctors know how the kidneys are working, so they test the blood for that. And it's based on the creatinine blood test result, age, sex, and body size. And monitoring that over time helps them understand the changes in kidney function. So the normal value is greater than 60 milliliters per minute, and my value was greater than 60. So the next test was for potassium. And so my potassium, the normal range is 3.5 to 5.3 milliequivalents per liter. I didn't know what that was. I had to look it up, and that is an equivalent, is the amount of substance that will react with a certain number of hydration ions. So a milliequivalent is 1,000th of an equivalent. A liter measures fluid volume. So the normal range is 3.5 to 5.3 milliequivalents per liter, and mine was 5.4. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but hopefully that's good. It's a little above the average. And so the next test, I got to go back to the test results. Okay, so the next test result is the sodium levels. So the normal range for the sodium levels are 135 to 145 milliequivalents per liter. And I tested at 139, which is in the normal range. And then the next test was for hemoglobin A1C. And that is a test that checks the average blood sugar level over the past 2 to 3 months. And the normal value is less than 5.6, and I tested at 5.4. And then they also estimated the average glucose in the blood, and the normal range is 85 to 126 milligrams per deciliter, and I tested at 108. So that's in the normal range. And then the next lab test I got was for the TSH, the thyroid stimulating hormone. Okay, so that the normal range is 0.4 to 4.5 micro international units per milliliter, and I tested at 2.2. And last but not least, what everyone has been waiting for, the non-fasting lipid panel. Now, Dr. Berry, in one of his videos, said to go ahead and fast for at least 12 to 14 hours before that test. So I did do that. It was 14 hours. So I tested. My results are, first is the cholesterol. The normal range for cholesterol, I guess this is the total cholesterol, is less than 239 milligrams per deciliter. My value was 367. So that puts me, according to the results, at high risk. Surprisingly, I have not received any calls from Kaiser, so maybe they're not too concerned about that. But that's the highest my total cholesterol has ever been. And the next area is the triglycerides. And the normal value for triglycerides is less than 879 milligrams per deciliter. My value was 91. And I thought that was pretty good for me because it went down from the last time I had my triglycerides tested. My HDL, the normal range, is greater than 50 milligrams per deciliter. My value was 72. So that is in the optimal range. And actually, it increased since the last time that I had my blood work done. And I have a comparison that I'm going to show you on the screen. The last time I got my lipid panel done was in 2018. That was a long time ago. So my total cholesterol in 2018 was 239. So it, as you can see on the graph, it really shot up to 367. And then my triglycerides actually went down. It was 149 milligrams per deciliter in 2018, and now it's 91. My HDL was 61 milligrams per deciliter, and now it is 72. And then my LDL was 170 milligrams per deciliter, and that shot up to 277. So overall, I really think my blood work was very good overall. And the only area that would be concerned to the doctors would be that cholesterol. But they haven't called me, they haven't said anything. So I'll let you know if they do contact me, but I'm not going to worry about it. So I just wanted to give you that update, and thank you for watching, and hope you have a good rest of your day.